The time is 10:30. Registration opens at 11, and it's gonna take me an hour to drive to Temecula. So I'm behind. I slept late because I was putting some last minute edits on the pre-CSRC Convention video on YouTube. So I just posted that up. That was probably like 2 a.m. I was doing a lot of marketing for that in my other platforms. Now I'm paying the price, but it starts at 1. I'm probably just gonna grab a quick bite. I'm going to take the dogs out, and then I'm going to make some coffee, and then I'm out of here. Call me nurse, call me nurse, call me nurse just one more time. Call me nurse, call me nurse, call me nurse just one more time. Call me nurse, call me nurse, call me nurse just one more time. Call me nurse, call me nurse, call me nurse just one more time. So I am here at Pachanga. It was about an hour drive through the rain, and I'm gonna go check in. All right, CSRC Conference 2025, day 1. I am here in Temecula. I found a quiet corner to film because for some reason the gimbal was tracking everybody. And so a couple of the highlights, President of the CSRC, Crystal Craddock, she had talked about involvement in the CSRC. She talked about membership. She talked about CEUs for preceptors, which is actually a good thing because a lot of times preceptors don't have that incentive to take on a student because in the respiratory therapy world, the preceptor takes on a student and that student operates under the preceptor's license. And so sometimes if the student did something wrong or they did not assess the patient very well and something happened, that falls under the licensed therapist. A lot of times the RTs don't want to be preceptors because they feel that there's no incentive to it. The AARC and the CSRC are having their own preceptor program where they go in and train the preceptors, and then from there they get their preceptor license, and then now they can take on students. And so with that program, they get CEUs based on the hours that they are preceptors. They generate CEUs. That's something that they were pushing towards. What she also talked about as well, besides membership, she talked about preceptorship. She also talked about advocacy. And so they're advocating more for a respiratory field to get paid for home health. They have the AARC representative talking. She started talking about the board of directors. She started talking about, again, advocacy for the field. And she talked about membership and just strategies and ways that we can increase membership. And so there is a huge push for membership because that money goes towards paying for delegates to go to Washington to advocate for the field, as well as to protect the field from something like what had happened a couple years ago when I was a student. The state of Texas wanted to de-license respiratory therapists, meaning to say that they didn't want respiratory therapy to have a license, but yet massage therapists and hairstylists need to be licensed. So it didn't make sense, and so I know my program director went out there and he advocated with the Texas Respiratory Care Board, and they won that fight.
Hello, I'm Kyla Srod. I'm the Hospital Account Manager for Masimo, and this is...
Hi, I'm Jamie Brennan. I'm the Area Director of Nursing for Masimo.
So today at CSRC, we're showcasing our Root Vital Sign platform, and Jamie's going to talk more about our tetherless PPG SpO2 sensor.
Yeah, so with our Radius PPG SpO2 sensor, you have the ability to actually connect via Bluetooth to our Root Vital Sign monitor. So when you're talking about monitoring patients and we really want patients to be ambulatory, we want them to get up and walk in the hallway, work with PT and OT, this gives you the ability to continuously monitor those patients, all while allowing them to do those activities of daily living. So as you can see, Kyla's displaying our monitor here. We're going to have our SpO2 sensor here connected to Kyla's finger. Here's our Bluetooth sensor here that we've connected to our Root device, and this is going to allow Kyla to do all of her activities of daily living without worrying about being tethered.
So if you guys would like to know more about Masimo and our products, please join us at our booth at CSRC. See ya.
All right, the time is about 6:30 in the evening, and I came back here to look at all the vendors. Now, the vendors are all accounted for. The conference for day one is done, but the vendors are here till about 7:30. So let's go ahead and take a look. So as you can see, there's a lot of people here. So, and I'm bringing it to you guys in the floor. So we're gonna go around and take a look and see what is going on. All right, so I kind of had to get away for a bit. There's just a lot of people. So what I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to navigate through the floor and see what's going on, and then show you guys a lot of other things. All right, so you can see that there's a lot of people here. So it's really hard to try to find somebody to do something for me, for the channel. But we're just gonna keep on walking around. We're just gonna see all this cool stuff, cool tech that's coming out for respiratory. And then we'll see all this tomorrow. And I gotta stamp everything that is all the vendors, so then I can get my CEUs. right, and just like that, day one for the 2025 CSRC conference comes to a close. As you can see, there was a lot of people in the vendors area, and they had dinner there, and so it was pretty awesome to see a lot of displays, and I caught some on film. I just want to make sure that we showcase some of them so that you guys can see what's up and coming tech in respiratory. So I'm going to sign off tonight, and I'm going to go to dinner. I'll see you tomorrow.